Okay, today your lesson is going to involve writing mixed numbers as improper fractions. Last week I gave you an assignment of multiplying mixed numbers, but several of you did not complete that assignment, and I figured it must be because you're having trouble with writing the mixed numbers as improper fractions so that you can multiply them. So I'm going to show you two methods in order to do that today. Okay? So if we take 3.5 and we want to write it as a improper fraction, right now it's a mixed number because it has a whole number and a fraction. But one method that we can use is repeated addition. So we need to know how many halves are in one whole, so we can figure out how many halves are in 3 whole. Well, 2 halves equal 1 whole. Since we have 3 wholes, we would take 2 halves plus 2 halves plus 2 halves. And this is the same thing as 1 plus 1 plus 1, which would give us 3. And then we would need to add our additional half that we have on here, plus 1 half. Okay, plus the 1 half. This down here is just to show you where I'm getting these halves from. Now, I'm going to also add the link in today's lesson on Google Classroom of your fraction tiles, so to kind of help you out with figuring out how many halves are in a whole number, how many fourths, whatever fraction you happen to be working with today. Okay, so then we would just simply add 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 equals 7. And of course, when we are doing addition, our denominator would stay the same. So 3 1/2 is equal to 7 halves. Okay, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it, 3 1/2, is to multiply your whole number times your denominator. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then add your numerator to it. 6 plus 1 is 7. This now becomes your numerator. And the denominator would stay the same. Okay, so again, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus the numerator of 1 equals 7. That becomes your numerator, and denominator stays the same. So you can see 7 halves and 7 halves, whichever method you decide to do. So again, if you're using repeated addition, you need to know how many fractional parts are in your whole, and then add that the same number of times as your whole number. And then add your fractional part to it to get your improper fraction. If you're doing the multiplication and addition, you would multiply your whole number times your denominator, then add your numerator. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay, so now you can go on to Common Core sheets and do about 10 problems for practice, and then go on and do your exit slip in Mastery Connect. And again, if you need your ID number, email me and I'll email it to you. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.